Max and I were both so taken by something we saw on the internet that we said we have to make that, have to. We actually said it at 2 different times. I saw it some time ago and I went, wow, that looks good, we should make that. I kept that to myself. Max saw it and he went, wow, that looks amazing, let's make that, and he told that to me. I'm trying to take credit for it and I can't quite, so I won't. Tommy Pham, a chef creator from Australia, has put this together. So it's Nem Nuong. Think of it as a ground pork that you shape into little patty or skewer, grill, that kind of thing. What he's done though, is he's taken that mixture, flattened it out on tortillas and stacked them up, then cut them into rectangles. Rectangles? Cut them into... Yeah, but he cuts them so that they all go on a wooden skewer and then he grills them. So there's something about the deliciousness of the Nem Nuong, which you'll see how we make that, and the tortillas, the little bread component in between that make these things so fantastic. If they're 1/10 as good as they look, they're gonna be amazing. But I'm expecting they're gonna be better. So sit back, relax, nothing complicated here, happens in about 5 minutes and then it cooks. So let's get going. That is pork shoulder. Now, I said it's ground pork, and this will become ground pork. You could use ground pork, but the more traditional version is to use pork shoulder because of the higher fat content. It's, you know, you buy a piece of pork shoulder, you get to cut it up and keep as much fat as you want. So I want a decent amount. That may be the hardest part of this. The rest, everything, including this now, goes into a processor. So we'll just drop this in. I had this in my freezer for about 20 minutes, just to firm up a little bit, not to freeze up. And then, recipe below, but garlic goes in, and fish sauce. 1, 2, a couple tablespoons. Same of brown sugar. Black pepper, yes, a decent amount. A little baking powder and some ice cubes. The ice cubes are going to help us get closer to the traditional texture, which is essentially like pounded pork. So this goes on and we're off. Holy shit. Come on, settle in, son. It's going to look like mushed up brain when we're done. All right, let's take it out, put it in a bowl. So here's what we do. Yeah, that's it. Remember what I said? Mushed up brain? I know a bad word on a food show, but this is that's the consistency and the look you're going for. All right, that was step 1. Step 2 is tortillas. It looks like this. So we want to get these to an even size, if we can. Just stack them up as best as you can. I'm not sure how many we're gonna use. We just want to square these guys off. And don't throw these away. You're gonna use these for tortilla chips or something. Working one at a time. We'll take some of our Nem Nuong and we'll spread it out. Oh, he made it look so much easier. And you don't want too thick of a layer because you're gonna have a whole bunch of layers. I don't know why I'm trying to be neat. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I can clean it after. Okay, you got one layer done. Take a tortilla, put it on top, press, and repeat. And just keep going until you're out of layers. Okay, last one goes on and it gets porked. Okay, we look pretty good. Let me just neaten this guy up a little bit and then I'll show you what's up. Here's our next move. We now need to cut these into long rectangles. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the next move. These guys get laid on their sides like this. Okay, you see what we've done here? We've got a pork extravaganza. So now we take our skewers. Okay, this is more challenging than I thought it was gonna be. So I'm gonna go here and pop out. So there's one, right? So I need another one here. Okay, now, I know this pink fleshy business is a bit much, but the end result is where we're headed. Okay, now we cut. All right, however you think they look now, just wait. All right, I'm gonna get these on a baking sheet, just clean up the edges a little bit, and then we can set about grilling. And with our grill nicely sprayed, on we go. Poof, that's hot. Ah, I have tongs, but they feel a little fragile, and I don't want the tongs to crush anything yet. Once they start to build up a little color, then maybe. So now it's just a waiting game. We're letting it to grill. We're gonna turn it. Obviously there's 4 sides. I'm warming a little honey here to brush on near the end for a little gloss, a little sheen, and of course a touch of sweetness. Should we see if there's any color? It's been about a minute.
Yes.
Gentle, Sammy, gentle. Oh, God, a lot of color. Holy ass. Maybe that's a hot spot. That's how the others are doing. See, that's good. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put this guy here because obviously that's a hot spot. But now I don't want a hot spot. Let's see what's going on with this guy. That's more like it. And this, it's not getting anything. Well, I got some juggling to do here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna start that guy on his side because he's already getting a lot of color. Yes, this is it now. Now we're talking. It's absolutely an inexact science that will require a certain amount of jockeying for position on my part, but that's okay. We're gonna be all right. So now just take your time. See that? That is beauteous. Nem Nuong tortilla skewers. What a crazy idea.
They don't even have tortillas in Vietnam.
They have something. They have them in Australia where he's from. He's Vietnamese in Australia. All right, let me turn here. This is what we're going for, that beautifulness. They're really pretty, man. All right, I say we give them a little touch of honey. Not a lot, just a little. All right, we're there. Let's take them off, let them rest a bit. I have a quick sauce to make, super quick. And then look at what we get to eat. Holy shit. And our dipping sauce, nok cham, looks like this. Fish sauce, lime juice, some sugar, garlic, messy garlic, a little hot water. We mix. Oh, this is so good, so good. And a little red chili. Beautiful. Oh God, it's so aromatic, this whole thing. And here's the move. Bring your boys over, find one you like, and we have some. Gorgeous. Should I just pull some off? Look at that. A little dip and a bite. Oh my God. That. You know, when I was making it, I said to Max, fish sauce outside of being cooked, it doesn't smell all that great. But once it's cooked, all right, ridiculous flavor, ridiculous. The tortilla just adds inexplicably to the whole thing. It would have been easy to just make little patties out of the stuff and grill it. Would have been fantastic. And if you don't want to go to all the work, at least do that much. Make the Nem Nuong without the tortillas. But if you want to go for it, there is a payoff at the end of the work waiting for you. I'm telling you, you need to make this. And Tommy Pham from bloody Australia. These are heaven. Thank you for the inspiration. All right, everybody, hit the subscribe button because a lot of you aren't subscribed. Many of you are, but a lot aren't. And that hurts my heart a little bit. Just a little.